It's a rare occurrence, but it happened tonight. For just the second time in the last 16 meetings, the Timberwolves beat the Spurs, led by as many as 48 points in this one as the Spurs go down 128 to 89. We welcome you into the postgame edition of Spurs Live. Dan Weiss, Rick Renner. We'll get to Bill and Sean again in just a moment. But, wow, a lot of stuff in this one. One of the fastest games we've seen in quite some time. The lowest scoring game of the year for the Spurs. The lowest scoring first quarter, or second quarter, I should say. Any quarter this year being outscored 29-9. A lot of bad things in this one.
Yeah, and what was amazing about it all is that this was a game in the first quarter. It was 28-25. Minnesota was up 3. And then just a whole slew of things happened to the Spurs in the second quarter. They get outscored 29-9, turned the ball over 8 times in the first half, and even sequences where offensively they looked like they had opportunities. They just made some interesting decisions that led to tough situations. But this was, I think, a game where you give Minnesota a lot of credit defensively, collapsing on the Spurs. At times where the Spurs had opportunities down low. Minnesota, I think as Sean called it, very handsy tonight, able to knock away the ball.
Yeah, and you look at the leading scorers here. You know, one positive thing for the Spurs is the fact that the starters got some rest. This is kind of like a rest night before you get back home for the homestand.
Probably not how you wanted to do it, but you're right. I mean, there was obviously no reason for the starters to play in the fourth quarter. They haven't gotten a lot of rest on this road trip, having played the back-to-back in Indiana and Milwaukee. Nobody rested. And so at least tonight you do give guys like DeMar and LaMarcus an opportunity to rest because the schedule doesn't get any easier. We said the Spurs don't have 2 days off in between games between now and December 23rd. They have a lot of games coming up. Starting Monday night, it was 15 games in 28 days. So it didn't maybe happen the way they wanted it to tonight, but they did give those guys some rest this evening. Yeah.